Hello everyone, we've got a very special guest for you here today. To celebrate the release of his debut album, we have Red Fizz's very own Sebastian.
How are you today, Sebastian? I'm doing well today, thank you.
Oh, but please, my friends call me Seb. Ah yes, very good, Sebastian.
So, you say this is an album. What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, it's just an album, like a collection of songs that I made.
Right. You do understand what I'm talking about, right?
I'll be honest with you, this is my first gig as a music reporter. I'm normally more of a hot rods and tractors kind of guy.
Right. So this album then, is it any good?
Well, I like to think so. But it's not really for me to say, though, is it? Who else is gonna say it? Has anyone else heard it? Well, I mean, a few people have heard some of the songs, but none of them are here, though, are they? I guess not. I think it's a good album, but I'm not sure if it'll be everyone's cup of tea. Oh? Why do you say that? Well, it might be a bit weird and experimental. Some of the songs in it might be a little bit distressing. and a sing on it. Wow, you're really selling it to me. I reckon you'd like it though.
You look like you have good taste.
Thank you. Are there any other artists you think you sound like, or that you've drawn influence from?
No. Really?
Well, there's artists that I like listening to, but I think I've tried to develop my own voice and create my own style, I suppose. If that's not the most pretentious thing I've heard all day, I'll eat my hat. You aren't wearing a hat. Lower stakes for me. So, what is the album about? Is there a reason you made it? Well, yeah, of course there's reasons. I made the album over the course of about 2 years, isolated in my bedroom whenever I could find free time. So I guess it's about the kind of stories and ideas that I came up with during that time. But surely there's some bigger reason you made the album. You strike me as far too annoying to be happy with making something without putting layers and layers of hidden meaning with everything.
You really don't like me, huh?
Well, I suppose you're right. I tried to give the songs some kind of overarching narrative that they all fit into, but at the same time I didn't want to make it too obvious. So I don't know, I tried and let the songs work on their own. Right. So what's the narrative about then? The rough concept is that it's based around this town where everything seems normal and fine, but then hidden in the background is this sort of sinister, weird, uncomfortable presence. And everyone in the town is just slowly being driven mad or crazy by it, I guess. And there's this guy who's the narrator of a few of the songs, and he gets this ghostly, haunting voice in his head, and it just completely drives him round the bend. And eventually he either falls completely in love with it, or it just overwhelms him, and it starts telling him to do these terrible, twisted, horrible things to the people and the town itself. Wow. I take back what I said before about that being the most pretentious thing I've heard all day. Well done. You've outdone yourself.
It sounds dark, but the music itself is pretty fun.
It's not all that terrible. I think when you listen to it, you'll like it. Some of the songs are even a little bit funny. Funny? Well, sort of funny. So where does the title of the album come from? Isn't Algal Bloom that thing in ponds? Yeah, it is. Algal Bloom is when there's like a thick layer of algae on the surface of the water and it looks all green and toxic and nasty and horrible. And it just takes all the oxygen out of the water, so it kills off a lot of the aquatic life. Also, because it's covering the layer with such a thick surface, it heats up the water much quicker than it's supposed to normally, which also isn't good for little fishies. Plus, I'm sure it just tastes horrible. Right. So, how does that relate to your music? I just thought that Algal Bloom was a nice metaphor for what a lot of the songs on the album are about. And also, I guess, what's kind of going on in the world right now. Plus, it's just really fun to say. Like, there's lots of nice L syllables. It's just, Algal Bloom. Whew! Very nice. I see. So that's what the album's all about then, huh? Fear, society, and spooky voices telling people what to feel. Well, that's the loose sort of narrative that the album's based around. But I don't think you can tie any sort of set meaning down to any song. The songs belong to the listener, and whatever you imagine when you listen to the song is what it's about. So in your case, there is no meaning, because no one will be listening. Hopefully not! Hopefully not. Are we just about done here? Yep, just about. Thank goodness. So, whereabouts can someone go if they're interested in listening to Algal Bloom? Well, as of today, it'll be on all the streaming sites like Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play Music, Tidal, Pandora, everything. Just any sort of online streaming platform. Heck, even TikTok. Lovely. And what should people search? My name's Red Fizz, and I've got an album out now called Algal Bloom. If you look online, you'll also find a whole lot of stuff I've done in the past, and hopefully in the future I will be releasing more stuff as well. But for now, yeah, just check out Algal Bloom by Red Fizz. Okay, great, thank you. Yes, good. Right, so hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Really hoping that you didn't just click away as soon as you heard Sebastian here start talking. I would've, but hey. You might as well listen to his album, Algal Bloom. He seems to have put in a lot of effort. Who knows why? But yeah, that's Algal Bloom by Red Fizz. Might as well go ahead and listen. Why not? Right, well, thank you for coming here today, Sebastian. My pleasure. Not like I've got much else to do. Evidently. Alright, well, goodbye for now. Hopefully I see you in the next episode. Take care. Goodbye. Gotcha!